My name is Kristy, for those of you who may not know me. I've been teaching at the Y for 12 years, I think, going on 13 this year. Been teaching power pump probably for 7 or 8 years at this point. Cycling for much longer than that. So I'm glad you are all here on this chilly morning. My hands are cold. I keep rubbing my hands together. We're going to get started with some marching. Get some blood flowing. Get warmed up. Four, three, two, one. Nice and tall. Get ready for jumping jacks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going into hamstring curls. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really open up through your front. Going back to jumping jacks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And back to marching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Good morning. Four, 3, 2, relax. Ear to shoulder. Oh, this is one of those nights that I slept funny, and my neck is telling me that. That is a sure sign of old age, is when your neck tells you how you slept the night before. Good, nose over shoulder. I shouldn't say old age. How about if I say older age? Good, one more each side. Good, okay, let's roll our shoulders forward. Nice and big. And big circles. We're warming up from head to toe. For those of you who might be new to power pump, this is just a strength class. Your heart rate will get up a little bit, but it'll be from doing things like lunges and squats. Good, roll your shoulders back. I am notorious for my lack of coordination, so there will be no dance moves in this class. Good, backstroke, pinkies first. Good, one more each side. Nice, okay. Now we're gonna work our hips. Shoulders stay over hips, core is strong. We'll work on balance a little bit here too, bringing that knee up and out. And then up and in. Feel free to hold on to something here if you need to. Good, other side, up and out. And up and in. One side's probably wobblier than the other. Good, okay. Body weight squats. Feet pretty much right underneath your hips. Pay attention where your toes are. They can be out a little bit, but more or less facing forward and even, okay? We're just gonna drop down and up. I was personal training a 13-year-old the other day, and every time we would set up for squats, she would set up with one leg behind the other like this. It had no idea. So that's something to always check. Make sure you're even. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those feet out wide, wider than your hips. Hip hinge forward, and bend your knees and straighten them. We're working on our hamstrings here. Getting them to loosen up a little bit before we get working. Before class, we'll do dynamic warm-ups where we move to get our muscles going. After class, we do static stretching to lengthen our muscles back out. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay in that hip hinge. You can narrow your feet a little bit. Bring your heels up one at a time. This is as close as I get to dancing, right here. 4, 3, going into twist. 1, bring it across. Hand up to the corners. Back across. And back up. And relax. Okay, grab a quick drink if you need one. We are going to start off, since it's the beginning of the year, and I may have some people that haven't been here before. Instead of starting off with a minute of push-ups at the beginning of class, we're going to start off with 30 seconds of push-ups. Okay? We're going to bring it down a little bit. If you've been coming to class and doing push-ups on your knees, maybe try doing them on your toes for 30 seconds. Okay? Find your spot. Wall push-ups are fine. Okay? If push-ups don't work for you, grab your weights and lay on your back and do a bench press. Okay? So just 30 seconds is all I'm asking. And let's go. I want you to think of this as a moving plank. Okay? So your neck stays in line with your spine. Glutes are tight, core is tight. Kneecaps are sliding up your quads to engage all those muscles. Looking a little bit ahead of your hands, so your neck is in line. I need 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, relax. Good. Nice work, guys. Okay, moving on. 3 exercises in each set. Okay, we're going to go through the set twice. Just 30 seconds for each exercise. We are going to start with squats with an optional overhead arms. Then we're going to do front raises. Then we're going to do lateral raises. All of these can be done with weights or without weights. It's up to you. So for the squats, if you do the V squats, if you're going to use weights, make them pretty light. Okay? Don't look like this. Or you can hold weights on your side. Okay? We're going to move on. Let's get going. So keep those arms back. They're not here to make you lean forward. They're here to drive you back. So thumbs are really pulling back towards the wall. Weight is in your heels, not your toes, and core is strong. Good. Front raises are next. Roll your shoulders back. Belly is strong. Knees are soft. You can do one arm or both. Nice and slow on the down. Good. Try to keep the rest of your body still and your shoulder blades pinched together. Morning. Good. Lateral raises are next. Same posture for your body. You're going to bring your arms up to the side. You can start now or wait for the bell. Either way. Now, ways to make this a little easier. You can do one arm at a time. Or you can do bent elbows. Ways to make it harder. Make the down slower. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Good. Back to those squats. Feet hip width apart, maybe a little wider. Arms up if you like. Belly nice and strong. It's like you're having to reach back to sit on a chair. It's a little farther behind you than you thought. Really pull back with those thumbs if you've got your arms up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Front raises. Those of you in class, can you hear me okay? Without the microphone? Yeah, no. Okay. Slow on the down. Every exercise has an up and a down, more or less, and they're both important. We tend to focus on the up, on the contraction, but resisting letting go is just as important. Good. Lateral raises. Shoulders back, away from your ears. Belly is strong. So while your arms are coming up, your shoulders aren't. Keep them down. Remember, one arm at a time is an option, or those bent elbows. Stay with me, I need 5 more seconds. Should be feeling this across the top of your shoulder cap. Good, relax. Okay, grab a quick drink. We are moving on. See, that wasn't so bad. We have quite a bit of core at the end. So we're sort of zooming through this first part. Okay, so lunges. Options for lunges, with or without weight. You can do forward lunges. Okay, those can be a little tough on the knees. Reverse lunges are a little easier. If those bother your knees, you can do squats or a single leg kick. Okay, there's lots of options there. Then we're going to do bicep curls. I'm going to give you the option of bringing the foot up. You have to work your core and your balance a little bit with that. And then narrow rows. The biceps and rows, you can probably do medium to heavy with your weights. Okay, let's get started. So with your lunges, I want you to think about a back or forward, down, up, and close. Open, down, up, close. So the motion is more of a down than it is a forward. We are alternating legs here. Good. Biceps. Shoulders are back, chest is wide. If you'd like to, you can bring up that one foot. Or you can keep both feet on the ground. Nice and slow. Think about leading with your pinky finger and see if that changes things for you. Woo! Good. narrow rows are next. Soft knees, shoulder blades pinch together, hip hinge forward. You're going to bring those elbows right up to your sides. Don't release those shoulders at the bottom. Working your upper back here. Good, back to those lunges. Nice and tall. Think of this as a core exercise also. You need to take a big enough step, whether it's forward or back, that you have enough space that your knee doesn't come over your toe. If it helps to have something, if you're at home and you want to grab a chair or something to help, please feel free to do that. Good. Biceps. Other side, if you stood on one leg, if you can't remember which leg you stood on, go to the one that doesn't feel natural. Shoulders down, chest is wide. Elbows don't move here. They stay pretty fixed at your sides. Keep your spine long, don't slouch into this. Three, two, and one. Good. Roll your shoulders back, draw your belly in, soften your knees. Your hips come way back when we're doing these. Okay? You need those soft knees and that hip hinge backwards to keep it out of your lower back. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, next one. We're going to do some side lunges. Alternating side to side. With these, I want you to think about your toes staying forward. They can turn out a little bit if you need to, but I really want you to think about your glutes and inner thighs, and you're going to get that more with your toes facing forward. And hips come way back with these. Okay? And then we have straight arm kickbacks. You're going to grab those weights, and you're going to bring your arms straight up with no bent elbow. It's going to work triceps and those rear delts. We got the front ones, we got the middle ones, so we need to get the back. And then shoulder press. Okay? So we're going to start with those side lunges. If you like weights, please feel free to grab them. Weights come down to either side of your foot. But don't let them drag your shoulders down. Nice long spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. Three, two, and 1. Good. Straight arm kickbacks. Same thing as those narrow rows. I want your shoulders back, knees soft. You're going to hip hinge forward. One arm at a time here. So I really want you to drive it up as high as you can. You should feel that little, I'm going to use the word pinch, at the back where your deltoid and your triceps sort of meet. If you aren't feeling it, try pausing at the top for a second. See if you can find it. Good. Shoulder press. Before you bring the weights up, engage your core, soften your knees. Goalpost arms. Right here. Now, to make these easier, you can do them just with body weight, or you can bring them all the way down and do one at a time. The best way to make these harder is pick up heavier weights. Keep that core strong, soften your knees. 2 and 1, good. Side lunges. Nice long spine, shoulders are back, core is strong, toes face forward. Come all the way up to straight in between. Squeeze your glutes a little bit right there. And this is the first time we've had all women in person in a long time. I know that Dave got his knee replaced over break. Good. Straight arm kickbacks. Shoulder blades together, knees are soft. You can always start. You don't have to wait for me. Nice and slow on the return. Keep that core strong. 2 and 1. Good. Shoulder press. Nice strong core before you bring those weights above your head. Glutes are tight here too. It's not all just about your abs. Squeeze your glutes, and that will help your back also. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next set has one of my favorite exercises and my absolute least favorite exercise. But just because I don't like it doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. It's that whole coordination issue. Okay, so the one I like is deadlifts. Okay? We've gone into this hip hinge multiple times in class already. Now we're just going to move in and out of it. Okay, the second one is wood chops. So you're going to swing up and swing down. Now, if you have lower back problems, I want you to pick the apple, twist, and put it down. If even that bothers you, go back to those shoulder presses. Okay? So we'll do one side and then we'll do the other side. And those are our 3 exercises for this set. With deadlifts, again, if you have lower back issues, this can be a little tough on your lower back. So what I would do is go into a single leg deadlift instead. Okay, taking that one leg up takes the pressure off your back. Squeeze your hamstrings and glutes. Good. Wood chops. You're going to pivot on those feet, so make sure you twist the feet so that you're not twisting your knees. Okay? So you can bring it in and down, or you can take it farther away from your body, and that makes it a little bit harder. I don't know that makes it harder, it just makes it different. Either way, we're getting that twisting motion in, which is something we need to do. Good, relax, going to the other side. Ready? And let's go. Think of this as a little bit of a squat. So your legs are bending here. Nice and controlled. You're going to use momentum a little bit with these, but I want to control. Good. Back to deadlifts. Ready? Knees are soft, but they aren't bending to get you down there. The way you get down is by hinging at the hips. I bet all of you have an exercise, at least. So when I say, okay, we're gonna do triceps, you think, oh. For me, it's lunge. Good, lunge chops, guys. I'm gonna start on the opposite side this time, just because. Ready, and let's go. I will say that core has gotten more interesting again now that they've approved crunches. For a while they were very out, and now they're back. So now we can do planks to get that transverse abdominis, and we get to do crunches. Good, other side, which makes me happy. 3, 2, 1. The thing about planks is not everybody can do 5 or 10 minutes of variations of planks because their wrists get stiff. So it's nice to have somebody else do it. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab a drink. Okay. So we have calf raises. In an ideal world, I want you to try to do a single leg. Okay? Toes down, but I want one leg doing most of the work. If you can't, just go into a double leg. You'll just do the double leg twice, whereas we're going to do one leg and then the other leg. And then we're going to do side bends. Okay? So we're going to do those 3. Grab some weights for the calf raises, unless you have some foot problems that might get in the way. Think about spreading your toes wide on the floor so that you're pressing evenly from your big toe through your pinky toe. Shoulders are down, chest is up. If you're doing both feet on the ground with even weight, the wider your feet are, the more stable you are. The narrower your feet are, we're gonna switch legs. The narrower your feet are, the more your core has to work with this. Get as high as you can. Spread those toes. Now, unless you do yoga, it's sort of an interesting concept. We don't think about spreading our toes out, but it will give you a wider base. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution, to do more yoga. 3, 2, 1. I actually was thinking about trying to get into some Pilates. Side bends. Again, narrower feet. Makes your core work a little harder. Shoulders are down. You're going to slide your ribs to your hips. So this isn't a matter of dropping your shoulder. You're going to crunching through your side. These are a little soft. That same 13-year-old kept trying to lean forward when we were doing these. So I told her, you've got 2 sheets of electrified glass in front of you and in back of you. Try not to touch them. It helps. Good. Back to those single leg calf raises or double leg, your choice. Either way, you're getting a good workout because if you're doing double leg, you're doing twice the work. My stepdad got his vaccination last week, and my mom got her vaccination last night, and my husband got his second vaccination. So things are happening, guys, and it makes me happy. I can't wait till things get back to normal here. It may not be till summer or fall, but I'm looking forward to it. I am hoping that they'll keep doing the Zoom, even if we open things up, because there are some people that it's just better at home for whatever reason. Good, really come up tall. This takes a little bit of focus here. Our calves tend to work automatically, so really think about what you're doing. 3, 2, and 1. Good, side bend. Shoulders are down. For me, my feet are narrow, but you can do what you need to here. Make this a very slim move. It's pretty two-dimensional. I need 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. You can put your weights to the side. That's just about right. It is time for core work. Grab the thing. Okay. First exercise, we're just doing 2 back to back. They're both plank exercises. First one's on your hands if you can. Second one's on your elbows. Okay. The first one, here are your options. You can hold a plank. Okay, that is perfectly acceptable. Option 2 is to go from a downward dog to a plank. Option 3, bring your leg up and across. Staying with one leg for the first set and doing the other leg for the second set. Okay. Then the second exercise, we're going to be down in an elbow plank. Again, you can be here, you can be on your knees, whatever works. But I'm going to give you the option of a reach. Okay, 30 seconds. Each one, just going through the set twice. Starting off right here. You've got the plank. Into the downward dog if you like. Or you bring your legs up and across to your opposite elbow. Up and across. Make sure when you come forward that you don't let your hips drop below the plank level. Good. Shake it out for a second. Roll your wrists out. We're going to do that elbow plank with the optional reach, and you can do this on your knees if you like. Your goal here is to try to minimize those hips rocking. You can widen your feet, and that helps with that a little bit. But you're looking to hold that body as stable as you can while you reach forward. Good, bring it up. You can do that one on your hands if you want. It just depends on how that feels to you, as far as your wrists are concerned. Okay, bring it up. Add that downward dog if you like. And add that leg if you like, opposite leg. Four, 3, 2, good. Relax, 10 seconds off. That's also a sneaky way to work your shoulders a little bit too. I like sneaky exercises. Okay, elbow plank, optional reach. Four, three, two, and relax. Good. Grab a drink if you need one. We are going to roll over on our backs. We're going to do some glute bridges. Okay, optional. You can do a single leg glute bridge instead of both feet on the floor. And then, speaking of lunge, we're going to do roll-ups. You can reach for your toes or up to the ceiling, your choice. If roll-ups don't work for you, you can do crunches here instead. Okay, and leave your lower back on the ground. Starting off with those glute bridges. Jogging those hips up and down. Using your glutes, using your rear end, not your lower back. If you want to do single, you're going to bring one leg up and you're going to suspend it or cross it over. Whatever works best for you. Relax your neck and shoulders when we're doing those. Okay, roll-ups. Really hollowing out through the middle to bring yourself up. I like to reach up because it makes my spine longer, but feel free to reach for the toes if that hamstring stretch feels good. The slower you come down on these, the more you're going to get out of them. Good. Glute bridges. Single leg or both feet on the ground, your choice. Bring that heel close to your rear end. Really think about using those glutes. Good. Full roll-ups again. Ready, and let's go. So glutes have become a real vanity muscle. If you pay any attention to Instagram or any of the people around, but really they're much more important as far as functionality goes. You need them to control the bottom half of your body. Good, nice. Okay, quick. We're gonna do fire hydrants, okay? So we're gonna bring this leg up to the side. Optional, you can take your other hand forward. Okay, that'll just challenge the core a little bit more. We're gonna do first one first time, other one second time. Then this may be one of those ones where you guys moan. We're gonna do thread the needles. Now, you can just hold a side plank, or you can add that reach to it. It's up to you. So with these fire hydrants, it's not a huge move. I don't want your hips opening up. Okay, I want your torso to stay flat. Just stay with one side, look at the other side next time. Good. Try to keep the torso as flat as it can be. Good. Thread the needle. You can be up in a full side plank or in a knees only plank, side plank. I'm going to split the middle. Okay, arm is up, and you're going to curl as you reach around. Again, if you have lower back problems, just hold that side plank. Don't worry about the reach. That bottom hand is loose. Good. Fire hydrants, other side. Ready, and go. Should be feeling this in the side of your hip. Two, and one. Good. Thread the needle on the side, and then we are done. Bottom hand is loose. Bring it up. And then really twist and reach. Three, two, and one. Good. Roll over on your backs. Point your fingertips all the way to one side of the room. Stretch your toes all the way to the other side of the room. Let me find some stretching music. Good. Reach around behind your back, or behind your legs, sorry. Back of your legs. Bring your knees into your chest. Let your lower back relax. Pick your left leg up to the ceiling, your right leg down to the floor. The right leg can be bent, if that helps you keep your back on the floor, or it can be straight. Good. Cross that left ankle over your right knee. Right hand goes around the outside of the thigh. Left hand goes around the inside. And you're going to pull that in. Should feel that back in those glutes that we worked. Good. Right leg up to the ceiling. Left leg down to the floor. Relax everything. Pull that leg in a little closer. And cross that ankle over your knee. Reach through the legs and bring it in. Good. Slowly roll up. Soles of the feet together. Let your knees hang open. Sit up tall. Breathe. Good. Plant your feet. Come up onto the balls of your feet. Heels are off the ground. But I want you to think about pushing them down towards the ground for a calf stretch there. Down around your Achilles tendon. This is a spot that if it gets tight, it can contribute to plantar fasciitis, which is a miserable thing to have. Plant your feet, come into a forward fold. And slowly roll up. Good. Engage your core. Bring fingertips up between shoulder blade and pull. So I have a quick grandson story to tell. We moved fast today, so I couldn't tell stories. Today he was eating breakfast, and I said, oh, should I go feed the birds? Because the bird feeders are right outside our big windows in our main room. And he goes, no, squirrels. And I thought, that's the truth, isn't it? Switch arms. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, I posted some pictures of the Tom Cruise-esque type of moves that our squirrels do. Fingertips all the way to the ceiling, bring them down behind, link your fingers and lift. Sorry about the fan. I waited longer to turn it off, but apparently not long enough. It only stays off for 60 minutes. Good, if you need to find a chair or a wall, find something to help you balance here. Really push your hips forward as you push your fingers into your shoestrings into your fingers. Good, other side. Good, bring your arms all the way up, down to heart center, and give yourself a hand. Nice work today, guys.